Whatcha my homies, DJ80 here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Equinox Vapour 1000 Haze machine. So let's just open the box and see what we've got. Well, I've brought this unit from Y by New, and I bought it as a brand new item. I've brought a lot of stuff from them lately, and I have to say their service and their delivery, everything about them is really good. So I'm really impressed with Y by New at the moment. So this is what I've got. This is the unit. You get a 3-pin power lead and a manual. So that's all you get in the box. I also brought separately this Haze fluid, which is from Y by New as well. And I got the dense one. I think at the time there's a dense and a light version. So looking at the unit a bit more closely, you have your filler cap, and we have our digital menu here. This is also capable of working with DMX. So we have, I know it's a bit dark there, but we have a DMX input and output. Got where your power plugs in, and you've got an on-off switch as well. So one thing to note with this unit then is that we don't get a separate remote control with it. So if you're not using DMX, then this is going to be a case of you have to actually go to unit, flick it on and flick it off when you don't want to use it. But if you are using DMX, then it seems that you can use that software to turn it on and off as and when you need to. I'm not going to use this indoors today. I'm not going to have a go at it today. What I'm going to do is show you this unit in action. I've got a gig tomorrow, and which is a birthday party, and I'll show you it working with my brand new laser, which I've also recently bought. And just a quick point worth noting, it does tell you in the instructions to clean the nozzle regularly. So I was looking for the nozzle here through this movable flap, which moves up and down to direct the haze. And I thought, oh, it must be behind there, and I'm going to have to undo the 2 screws. Not the case. Actually attached to the hose, and it's here, and it sits in the container bottle. And that in itself was no mean feat to undo. And I almost stretched this bit here. So just worth noting, the nozzle is in your bottle. So I've just filled it up and switched it on, and whilst it's heating up, it will say on here up. But I also noticed I filled the fluid level, filled the bottle up with fluid, and you have a level here, and it glows blue. It's got blue LED behind it, so you can tell when your fluid's getting low. Which is quite clever. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little clip there. That was the Haze machine in effect, and I only had it on for a short while. It was one of those gigs where things didn't go to plan from the outset, and so I couldn't take a lot of time taking pictures and video clips of bits and pieces. But I'll give you a quick rundown then of my summary for this. Normally I start with pros and cons, and I start with the cons, but the truth is I can't find any cons with this particular product. There's nothing negative about it. It's one of those items that you tend to buy and you just keep for a long time. It's not something that you have 3 or 4 of these of, and then you can compare them. And there isn't any cons with it. I think it's perfectly priced for what it is. And you have to remember that this is a haze machine and not a smoke machine. So the difference being that most smoke machines use fluid which is oil based. Haze machine uses fluid which is water based, and they do advertise on the fluid box and on the description that it's more environmentally friendly to use water-based fluid, and it's also less likely to trigger fire alarms, and also it doesn't leave a smell in the air either. And I can confirm that it ticks all of those boxes. So the other couple of points worth mentioning is that this nozzle here moves up and down, and I did in DG6. You can have it coming straight out vertically, horizontally, or you can point it upwards and have it coming up vertically, and I did both at the gig and it worked absolutely fine. It is powerful. I only had this on, I put it on, and I had it on once. It took about 2 minutes or so to heat up, which is fine. I knew when I wanted to use it, so the fact that it takes 2 minutes and not 30 seconds isn't a deal breaker for me. And I had it on, and I only needed to have it on for maybe 60 seconds. It was that powerful, and you saw the size of the hall that I was working in. And that actually, I don't know if I caught it on the video clip, but in the centre of the hall, in the ceiling, was a smoke alarm as well, and I can safely say that it didn't trigger it. But you won't need it on for long at all, and it's really, really good actually. I mean, it really chucked it out. And another little plus point is you can see my blue indicator here. So when I filled this fluid bottle up to start, I think it was just above the metal lip here, and it's sitting at the moment here where you can't see it. If I tilt the machine slightly, there you go, and that's tilting the machine. And so I've used a fraction, and that was actually a long children's party. It was 3 hours, and I blasted the smoke out. I think I did it about 3 times during the evening. But that was towards the end, so it was 3 times within about an hour and 15 minutes I used it. So really pleased with this. I do recommend it if you're looking for a Haze machine. I'd happily recommend this one. Obviously I have to wait, test the time to see if it lasts, but I've got a feeling it will. But it's down to you. But I hope you've enjoyed this review. I've been DJ80, and I'll see you next time.